Hello everybody, welcome back to yet another video. This is Bratman Mature Racing Club's Gran Turismo Touring Car Championship. You join me today from Laguna Seca. It's the newest track on the game, let's say. It's probably the best way of putting it. And I suck at it, I hate it. It's like Willow Springs but with like grandstands. That's kind of how I see it. It's not, you can't really overtake here. Not well anyway. There's not many overtaking spots. It's not really got any big straights. It's famous for one corner, the corkscrew, which if you're into your cars you'll know about. It is ridiculously steep. Basically just a sheer drop, which, don't get me wrong, is interesting. I made the car choice for it quite critical as well, because I went for the Jag because it's heavy as anything. And it just flies over it. It's great. So let's go through the grid. You'll have to forgive me. I'm still dealing with my coronavirus man flu, whatever it's called. I've had this like a week now, so you will have to put up with very croaky commentary and occasionally sounding very bunged up. But anyway, I'm at the back because I won at Spa. I'm now in the Jag, my second car. The man that is dangly ball is in the Sirocco, which in fairness isn't probably the top pick for this track. I would have expected him to go the other way around and probably took the Sirocco to Spa and bought the Toyota here, because the Toyota's issue is power, and this isn't a power circuit. This is very much a handling circuit. Robis is also in the Jag as well. Took pretty much the same route as me with route with car choices. Monsieur Pastiman, the fastest sausage roll in the West, B rated, is in 10th in the NSX. The NSX is a good car here, but it does have stability issues, so if you hit the curb you're off into the shadow realm. Hyperio also in the NSX. Mungino in the GTR. GTR should be quite good round here, to be fair. It's it's got loads of lateral grip. It's a nice car to drive. Mighty Ginger also NSX. Ginger Cracker in the Ferrari. Now there was Ginger Cracker and I think Ruffle, who we're coming to in a minute, is also in the Ferrari, and these did unexpectedly well. No surprises to spoil, to be fair. They just performed well, in my opinion. I was quite impressed with the way they handled the circuit. We've got Nissan Elvis in the Peugeot. Stu Law, another NSX user. Diablo in the McLaren. Obviously Ruffle, as we just sort of talked about, is in the other Ferrari. And then Angus McCope in the Porsche. The Porsche should be really good here as well. It's obviously half an hour. Pit stops. It's quite a hard deg circuit, and it's one that really punishes it if you let your tyres go too far. So I think everyone pits, to be fair. I don't think there's one person that doesn't pit, but because it's such a small track, 1 minute 26, 27 a lap, the risk of coming out in traffic was ever present, so I was constantly looking for gaps and stuff, but we'll talk about that as we go through the race. Yeah, let me get on to it because I need a breather just to snort my nasal stick. That's not a euphemism. And let's get into this one. Let me get my notes going. Let's go. Ferrari V8 ferociously firing off the line, and away we go. Most people got off quite well. The FF guys did bog down a little bit, so Nissan Elvis, him was at Dangly Ball as well, we're quite far back, but Angus McCollum holds it going into turn 1. Dad blows through. Ruffles had a poor start. Stu Law's got past him. Mungino's making a threat as well. Ginger Cracker isn't far away. Nissan Elvis has fallen down massively. He is down in 10th now with me pretty much behind him. I'm making my way through at this stage, a little bit of door banging, but that's sort of to be expected. Lap 1 here. So let's just skip up and see how everyone negotiates. Le Corkscrew. So of course, as we always do, we'll go on the lap guide a little bit later on, and I'll show you just how this circuit is to drive. Angus McCollum's getting on well. Diablo's under a ton of pressure. Diablo going to stack it? I think he does. Oh, there's me off, look, there's me off. We'll go back and review that. So as I come up to the corkscrew, I will say right now, before you see it, he apologised profusely for this after the race. Nissan Elvis just came in like a torpedo, as Vettel would say about Danny Kvyat. But yeah, racing, it happens. I wasn't happy about it at the time, but this happened early on and I had a half-hour race to sort of calm down about it basically, so I'm alright. What's going on now? Let's have a look at my notes. So it's all pretty much kicking off at the front. Ruffle just gets that Ferrari very sideways coming into turn 1. That pretty much is your braking point, but if you go a little bit too far right, the back end will step out on you. Monginio is being chased down by Cracker, but at the same time he's trying to pile some pressure on Stu Law. Because like I said, the NSX isn't a great car for this track. Ginger Cracker's going to have a look at Monginio. Smacks the sausage on his way through. I don't think he's going to get that move made right away. No, Monginio's going to hold him off. So this is the view that Ruffle's got. So looking forward, you can just see Angus McCuttle vanishing into the distance in that Porsche. See a car go wide there, that's Ginger Crackhead in the background. He's just overcooked it. Ruffle looked quite late on the brakes there. Has he made it through? Okay, yeah, he has. Look at that going down there. A load of cars. Hyperion getting very out of shape coming down there as well, as we can see. But looks to have got a move made. B rated quite slow coming out the back of that. So it's currently the battle for second that's going on. First place is vanishing into the distance. So it is now a 3-car battle for second place, with Monginio getting involved in that one as well. So Monginio on the outside of turn 1, can he make that stick? The 4-wheel drive of the GTR is going to provide him better traction. If he's made that move on the outside, that's a fantastic move by Monginio, and I think he's just going to get that one finished off at turn 3. Yes, he does. Great move from Monginio. So that's Monginio up to 3rd position. Stu Law's now got Hyperion looking down at him. B-rated holding 6 to Mighty Ginger and the other NSX. Robuster Hood up to 8th. Don't forget he was by my side on the grid, so he's come from right the way back. Dangly Ball is in 9th. Obviously in the Soraka would have got away quite poorly. Ginger Crackhead, who had an offer a second ago, you would have seen, just sort of recovering his race now. Just overcut it coming into that corner. Someone else has gone off. That's Mighty Ginge in the NSX, who was chasing B-rated down. He's had a bit of a spin. And then you've got Diablo currently getting a move made on him by me. So that's me now up to 10th. I'm going to be putting the chase on the guys up ahead. I didn't think a win was on here, to be fair, but I was hopeful of a podium. So that's Diablo in 11th, Nissan Elvis in 12th. Obviously he's not had the best opening couple of laps, but he can recover that one now. And the Mighty Ginger after that spin is stone dead last. Man of the hour though, Angus McCuttle, absolutely he just buggered off. Just got in clear air and just put his foot down. Oh, look at that Hyperion up to 3rd. Looks like there was a little bit of contact with Stu Law. Let's see that in full. Fair to cast judgment as Monginio gets his GTR on 2 wheels coming through turn 3. Like it's all getting a little bit scrappy now here as cars trying to find the position. There's not a lot of room to make moves here. Big sip of my tea. So we're 5 minutes in. Plenty of time to go. So Robisod in 6 has made a move on Ruffle. Ruffle who just overcooks it, then going into turn 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll go on turn 6. But so far, it's sort of calmed down. Let's just say it has. I don't like using that word because as soon as I use the word calm down, it just kicks off in an almighty fashion. But so far, someone squeals the brakes into the final corner. It's Angus McCollum. He is being caught by Hyperio. So now Hyperio's in second. He's putting the best time of the race, which is 28.0. Which isn't bad for the start of the race. Yeah, Hyperio's just going to start trying to reel Angus McCollum in. Monguinho doing a brilliant job so far. So he's in third. Got a long way to go yet. B-rated. Currently delivering sausage rolls to the appreciating residents of California. Fourth position. Stu Law holding his own in fifth with Robusta Hood chasing him down in the Jag behind him. Ginger Crackhead hoping to not go off the track again. Currently chasing those boys down. We know that Ferrari's got the pace to be up there as well, so we'll see what Ginger Crackhead can do. Sort of falling in a line behind, so Dangly Ball and Sawaka. We've got another person off. Who's that? It's Monguinho. Monguinho did the same thing that everyone else has done pretty much and got just two wheels. He was running in third as well. That's quite disappointing for Monguinho. He was running really well in this race, so he'll be a bit disappointed to have made that error. So he's now down in ninth with Ruffle and Diablo all over his chuff, and Ruffle's having to defend to Diablo right now. Does hold him off and does a good job of doing so. Jump back into Angus McCollum then. He's just done his personal best lap of the race, so he's probably feeling the pressure from behind a little bit. Can see Hyperio closing in. Hyperio also has not done a bad lap at all. Roughly similar time to Angus McCollum. Behind B-rated now promoted up into third position after Monguinho's off. With Stu Law in fourth, Robusta Hood now up into fifth, chucking in purple sectors. The Jag, probably the quickest straight line car out of the bunch, but it doesn't handle the corners as well as most. It's not too bad though, to be fair. I'll give it its dues, it's not that bad. So Ginger Crackhead's in a position to start making moves on them boys now. So if he can get a good run made coming up through the corkscrew, just go on board with him, go on board in the Ferrari. Really light on the brakes. You can see how much he closed up on Robusta down as he dipped down through the corkscrew. That's why being mid-engine's got really good balance and just shuts it in. Stu Law gets a little bit untidy on the exit. That one has to go defensive. That's going to slow him up and Robusta up in turn. Ginger Crackhead then left or right, goes right. Is he going to go right round the outside of both of them? He is. Has he made it stick? He has. That's a right move. Let's go back and have a look at that. Right then, so let's analyse. So what happened to Stu Law? I think he just took a bit, he just took a bit too much speed into that corner. Robusta had to change his line. Ginger Crackhead didn't have to do anything. So Ginger Crackhead then just thinks, right, I'll go around the outside of both of these. Cinnamon. Great move. Meanwhile, what else is going on? Oh, look at these guys. These guys are nice and close. Angus McCollum now having to defend to Hyperio. Let's go on board with Hyperio. See what he's seeing then. So currently buying this time, being patient. There's certain corners on this track you just can't make an overtake on. You can make a move here though if you get your braking done right. Yeah, just good. Yeah, Angus didn't get a great exit out of that corner. Hyperio did have to get on the brakes a bit more than he wanted to. Best overtaking opportunity coming up into the corkscrew. If you can get a good drive out of here, it's probably the best place on the track to get a move made. Just get light on the brakes. Hyperio's going to have a look, decides against it. Both got on the powers early as they dare then. Both cars get a nice drive out of that. But Angus looks like he took it a little bit too wide. to get his nose in front. Nope. Keeps behind him. Maybe he'll try and go for the move down into turn 1. He's certainly close enough. Hyperion pulls out the slipstream. He wants to get his nose in on that left hand side before Angus McCobb got a chance to defend it. Goes for the shorter line. You could definitely say he's alongside now. Who's got the biggest balls? They both get on the brakes about the same sort of time. Does Angus McCobb go for the cutback? He does. He gets a good drive out, but Hyperion's just got that move made on the apex. He's checking with the rest of the field. B-Rated still holding station in third, sort of on his own at the minute, no one's with him. Ginger Kraken after that epic move on Robus and Stu Law, he's now starting to pull away in fourth. Dangler Ball kind of on his own, but he has got me chasing him down in the Jag. Monguinho still in ninth, obviously he had the off a few laps ago. Ruffle, the Ferrari. It's a shame for Ruffle because I think he could have had a really good race here, but he just didn't seem that comfortable with the track. Mike Ginge in 11th. He has got Nissan Elvis for company, but then we've got Diablo who's just parked it in the pits basically. He's not sure what's happening with Diablo. Maybe he was asleep. Who knows? Oh, it's like Stu's coming under some pressure from Dangler Ball and me. Looks like he overcuts it. Oh yeah, he's on the grass. Does he hold it? Hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it. Oh, that's some good driving there. He managed to hold that, but he's lost 2 positions in the play. Oh, has he? He manages to hold me off on the inside, but the Jag's just going to have the speed coming down the straight, I think. Yeah. Well saved, Stu. I'll give you credit for that one, mate. That's a right tank slapper. Don't forget the engine's in the back in that thing as well, so that would have been swinging around like a pendulum. Unfortunately though, that's not going to do his tyres any good. As he fights to regain some points in this race. My Jag's got some battle scars on it from that one incident, but other than that we're in a good spot. We're in 7th, quite happy with that. We are chasing down Dangler Ball. Hopefully we can get past him soon. The Sirocco's a good car, but the Jag I would say is probably a better car in the corners. I was just pulling him in the twisty bits and in the straights. He was starting to edge away a little bit, but he sort of does the job for me and goes off track. So that's that. So I now get myself up into 6th position, now chasing this man down in the other Jag. And what's going on? Ginger Crackhead past B-Rated? No, I think he is, isn't he? Yeah, nice to get that one, mate. I'm sure it was the other way around. Meanwhile, Angus McCobb still holding on in as well to Hyperion. So let's get Hyperion. Got that move made quite a while ago, in fairness, and he's hanging on in there. Ginger Crackhead holding station in 3rd at the minute, doing a really good job in that Ferrari, and considering he had an off in this race as well, an impressive drive from Ginger Crackhead. B-Rated's having a good outing as well in the NSX, with Robusto following in behind. There is then a little bit of a gap to me. I'm a couple of seconds back from these boys, getting no slipstream as I just bounce my Jag on 2 wheels. And then with Stu Lord, Dangler Ball, Ruffle, Mighty Ginge, Monguinho, and Nissan Elvis falling behind. We're not far away from pit stops time, so just check my notes, make sure nothing spectacular happens. What we'll do is we'll catch up with this one when the pit stops sort of play out and cover off the remainder of this one. So rejoin the action on lap 14. Pit stops have happened for pretty much everyone. I think there might be 1 or 2 people out there. Mighty Ginge is one of the people that hasn't stopped yet, and Angus McCobb is now I want to say holding up the pack, but that would be unfair of me to say that to him. See the tyre kicking on Mighty Ginger's car there, he just makes a little bit of a mistake on the corkscrew. It's going to let Ginger Kraken get close by. So he's going to be lining up a move on Mighty Ginge any time now. And Does he dip his nose on the inside at the last corner? He does. Looks like Matty G's just breaks himself actually, goes off. He does indeed. That's a sideways NSX, which is never a good thing to see. Meanwhile, up top then, this is Angus's view. He's got Ginger Crackhead and B-rated all up in his grill. We're doing a great job of defending so far, as we said. Angus McCoat he is certainly holding on to that position. B-rated also in for the kill. Robersword in 5th. I'm in 6th. I have closed the gap to Roberts now. I'm well within slipstream range. But I guess between me and him, all we want to really do is catch up to the fight ahead, because we can see there's a podium on the line here. Hyperio is well and truly in the lead. He's long gone. We'll go and catch up with him in just a minute's time. Meanwhile, obviously we've got a battle to watch for 2nd place. We'll go and do a lap of it in a minute. We'll go on board with Dangler in just a second. B-Rate gets it running into the corkscrew. It's going to bring Robus into play, I feel. Yes, it does. Robus isn't far behind, so 6th, 5th, 4th, 3rd, pretty evenly spaced out. Angus McCoat just getting it, just probably feeling the pressure of having Ginger Crackhead so close behind. He's been defending pretty much his entire race, Angus McCoat. He's had a very busy race this time now. Pretty much every lap he's been battling. So he probably came off this one quite tired. Ginger Crackhead just goes around the outside but dips back in to get kind of the cutback, but it was an early apex cutback. It's a lovely move made for 2nd place. And he's going to have an immediate go back at him. Unsuccessfully, I'm afraid. But what that now does is gives B-rated, Roberstud and me the opportunity to all start fighting. About 6-7 minutes left in this one. So positions well and truly on the line. I can smell a 3rd place potentially, but I've got some fast guys to get through before I can get there. Matty Ginge after that off in 7th. Ruffle not doing too bad actually in 8th. Ruffle he's mid-pack, so it's not a bad result to be fair. And this Elvis is currently in 9th with Danglerball having just pitted, and will be on board with Danglerball for this lap in just a second. Let's see what's happening up ahead. Not a great deal so far, so let's just jump on board with Danglerball and we'll catch up on this action very shortly. So it's like we're about to see turned out to be the fastest lap of the race by anyone. So on board with Danglerball in the Sirocco. Danglerball's a good person to come on board with for this one, because my new nickname for him is Mr. Hot Lap. Of the 8 races we've had, he's had 3 of them pole positions, and bearing in mind we only qualify in the first races, so he's basically secured 3 out of 4 poles, so he's a good qualifier. So as you can see then, he's up, but he's in theory on this, I guess he's just to keep it nice and smooth, which is working out well for him so far. He hasn't got a slipstream, so Nissan Elvis up ahead is probably too far away to be cutting any realistic hole in the air. Let's just see how he handles turn 6. Goes out as wide as he dares, cuts it as much as he dares as well. That's perfectly fine. You can go over that sausage curb if you want to. Coming up into the corkscrew, it's blind turning, and your sort of aiming point is blind. I was aiming for sort of like the clearing in the trees. Over to the right for just rotating the car to the left and get it over to the left as quickly as you can for the next right-hander. This is sort of cambered inward, so you can carry more speed than you feel necessary. He's now getting a bit of slipstream. Lay on the brakes as you dare into the last turn. This is then the biggest straight on the circuit, and full power in the Sirocco to record a 1:27.1. So a good lap from Danglerball. Okay, Mr. Hot Lap. So while that was all going on, then the battle for 3rd started kicking off. So currently the lineup is Angus McCoat, B-rated, Roberstud and me in this little sandwich. this battle is allowing Ginger Crackhead to sort of run away a little bit, I'm afraid, and none of us could really do much about that. Very difficult circuit to overtake on. You see Robust the Hood going for a move on B-rated. He's going to make that move happen. B-rated is just going to hang on in there though, and the NSX is a bit better in the corners than the Jag. He can get on the brakes a little bit later. It's just going to help him defend that position, well driven there by B-rated. Yeah, not a lot of overtaking spots. Just steering around the outside of B-rated there, so I'm up into 5th. I think B-rated did just have to go narrow to defend, and that just made his entry speed and exit speed a lot lower, and I was able to just hang around the outside of B-rated for 5th. I'm not going to be chasing Robust down. Robust in turn is going to be trying to make a move on Angus McCoat. Running out of time, 4.5 minutes remain of this one. Meanwhile, Ginger Crackhead's massive gap to Hyperio, to be fair, so he's a win unless Hyperio comes off. A win isn't really on the cards. You can see I'm not really putting Robust under too much pressure. I just want us to be getting on with this one. B-rated, obviously trying to put a move on me if the opportunity arises. My Ginger 7th, Ruffle in 8th was recovered. Dangler Ball, who we just went on board with, in 9th. He's doing quite well. We know he had the pace, but I think he had an off or two, so probably just an unfortunate race for him. Nissan Elvis, you see the front tyres on that Peugeot already dying of death. Dablo felt like doing another lap, so he's back out of the pits after a 15.5 minute pit stop. So this is the story of the race then. Can Angus hang on to a podium? He's got 2 very eager Jaguars behind him. So this is Germany v Britain all over again. The plucky Porsche trying to hold off the 2 ferocious Jags. Robust goes for a look into the corkscrew, pulls out a bit. Angus in the Porsche with its superior braking was able just to hold it. Doing a very good job there of holding off the Horde, but gets it a little bit wrong on the exit there. That's going to let Robust slip one up. Robust slides into that third position. Now I've got a conundrum. Do I attack straight away and potentially risk it? Or do I hang back and measure him up? I've already been watching him and Robust, so I'm trying to figure out where I can make a move. Didn't feel there was one on there. There was potentially a move on here, but he defended it really well. So I tried to fool him. Didn't work. So again, I just sat back and watched. It was this time the boys on chat pointed out that, look, there's not many laps left in this one, Chris. If you're going to get past him, you might want to do it now. So I'm going to start eyeing him up for a move. In a corner or two's time, but that mistake there has just dropped me back a little bit. As you see me stalking my prey, basically. Corkscrew for the 19th time. This race felt like it went on for a long time because it was such a short lap. We'll catch back up with that fight in a minute. Doesn't look like I'm in a position to make a move just yet. Let's catch up, see where everyone else is. Ruffle's dropped down to 9th. What's happened to Ruffle? Oh, he's gone back up again. That's because Dangler Ball's had enough. I think Dangler Ball had got past him. But he'd had enough and dropped himself down again. There's Dablo on his 10th lap, while the rest of us are lapping 10 laps ahead. Hyperio dominated the race. Just absolutely killed it, to be fair. As he goes off-roading. But this point I had quite an insurmountable lead. Ginger Crackhead was at this point just cruising, didn't have anything to worry about at all, just needed to bring it home. Potentially last lap now for most of us. Robert Sword in third, managing to pull a little bit of a gap to Angus McCoat and me. I am running out of time to get a move made now, so I've got to get a shifty on. fancy my last chance to do it coming up. As we see, B-Rated does make a little bit of a mistake. Coming out of turn 5. Here's my opportunity to get a much better drive out of turn 6 on Angus. Just commit to the inside line. And just give him something to think about at the corkscrew. So I'll go back and have a look at this. So my psychology behind this is you'll just watch the gap just shrink coming out of turn 6. Just get a much better run out of it. So I just want to fill his mirrors, give him something to think about. If he's thinking about me rather than his braking point, chances are he's going to miss it, and that's pretty much what happened. He just got on his braking point a little bit late, and I was able to just stick one up the inside. B-Rate's going to have a go at him now as well. Does B-Rate manage to get through? I think he does. Or does Angus hang that one on the outside? He's going to hang on to it, I think. B-Rate has technically got the place. These two are going to battle it out to the line. This is going to be a drag race to the line, I think, between these two. I think B-Rate is just going to take that. Let's give credit to everyone. So, Hyperia wins. Ginger Crackhead in 2nd position. Robust Hood takes the last podium in 3rd. I'm in 4th. Not a bad result, to be fair. I was quite happy with that. B-Rated comes home 5th. Angus McCall in 6th. My Ginge in 7th. Ruffle and MRC Danglyball are going to drag race to the line. I think Ruffle's just going to take it. Danglyball smashes the handbrake on. Nessanov is going to bring it home in 10th, and our friend Diablo is unfortunately stone dead last and about 9 laps down. But this is the man that we need to give the plaudits to. Hyperio utterly dominated the race. Had to work his way through the field, had a lot of battling early on, but when he got out in front, commanded it, and just held on to the lead really. So a well done to Hyperio, and that concludes week 4, race 8 of the GTTCC. Right then, so that does conclude Laguna Seca's review. Let's give you just an interesting stat from League 1. So the 16 drivers. 15 of us do race regularly. One driver doesn't really show up all the time. We've had 8 races. When did we run? Yeah, and of those 8 races, we've had 6 different winners. So it just sort of shows you the talent we've got in here. So race 1 was won by Ginger Crackhead. Race 2 was won by Robuster Hood. Race 3 was won by Danglyball. Race 4 was won by ADG. Race 5 was won by me. Race 6 was won by Hyperio. Race 7 was won by me, and race 8 was won by Hyperio. So me and Hyperio have both got 2 wins each. But still 6 different drivers. Robuster Hood, who's currently leading the championship on 129 points, has been on the podium for every single race, so he's never finished below 3rd. I trail him by 9 points in 2nd, and then in 3rd is Ginger Crackhead, who's on 101 points, but then in 4th Danglyball is on 100 points, so he's very close at the top. 29 points separate the top 4. Next week, 2 really interesting races. So we've got Tokyo South Inner Loop, so it's the one, I think it's the one with the really dodgy chicane. I might be wrong, I've not actually driven the track in ages, don't know. And then the last race of the season, the one that could decide if people get promoted or relegated, is Nordschleife at the big, ugly, horrible racetrack. But I did win there. So if you remember back to, I want to say season 9 we raced there, and I won at Nords. Me and B-Rated had a battle throughout the whole thing. So yeah, it'll be interesting. So tune in for that one. That's going to be next weekend that those videos will be live on the channel. In between then, so what are we on now? I'm currently recording this Sunday night, so I might be doing some more videos for other leagues, depends if they've got commentators or not, so I might do those over the week, we'll see. Then my next action on my channel really is going to be on Thursday, back with the Siroccos, so keep your eye out for that. But meanwhile, thanks for tuning in on this one. It's been a pleasure doing the videos, and with just 2 more to go, I bid you farewell for tonight, and I hope you have a great week. Thank you very much. Bye bye.